Hello everyone, it's me again, Joseph, your host, and welcome back to Catechism for Kids. Have you ever heard the title, Our Lady of the Good Event? It sounds so happy and hopeful, doesn't it? Well, today, we're going to uncover the beautiful story behind this special name for the Blessed Virgin Mary, and discover why it's a message of joy and faith for all of us. So what exactly was this good event? The story starts not with a grand royal ceremony, but in a humble and holy way. 40 days after Jesus was born, Mary and Joseph traveled to the great temple in Jerusalem. They were following the law of Moses, which said that every firstborn son should be presented to God. This special day is called the Presentation of the Lord. Think about it. Mary, full of grace, was carrying the baby Jesus, the light of the world, into God's very own house, the temple. It was a good event because God's greatest gift to humanity was being offered back to him in love and obedience. This day is so important that we also call it Candlemas, and it's celebrated on February 2nd. The law also said that a new mother should go through a ritual of purification. Even though Mary was perfect and didn't need to be purified, she humbly followed the law, showing us her incredible obedience to God's will. She and Joseph were the perfect examples of following God's plan with trusting hearts. When they arrived at the temple, something amazing happened. They met a very old and holy man named Simeon. God had promised Simeon that he would not pass away until he had seen the Messiah, the Savior. Can you imagine his joy when he saw baby Jesus? He knew right away that this was the child he had been waiting for his entire life. Simeon took Jesus in his arms and said a beautiful prayer which we can read in the Gospel of Luke. He said, "My eyes have seen your salvation, which you have prepared in the sight of all nations." He called Jesus a light for revelation to the Gentiles, and glory for your people Israel. This means Jesus came not just for one group of people, but for everyone in the whole world. He is our light in the darkness. But Simeon also said something mysterious to Mary. He told her that a sword would pierce her soul. This was a prophecy, a glimpse into the future, foretelling the great sorrows Mary would one day feel as she watched her son suffer and sacrifice himself for us on the cross. Even in this joyful moment, we see a hint of the great love and suffering that was to come. And there was someone else there too, an elderly prophetess named Anna. She also recognized Jesus as the Savior, and she began praising God and telling everyone who was waiting for the redemption of Jerusalem all about this special child. The whole temple was buzzing with holy excitement. So, what does this story mean for us today? The presentation of Jesus shows us that from the very beginning of his life, Jesus was offered to God for our salvation. It reminds us of the beautiful obedience of Mary and Joseph. And it teaches us that Jesus is the light for all people, bringing hope to the entire world. Now, how did this good event become the title, Our Lady of the Good Event? The devotion first became popular in Spain in the 16th century. A religious order dedicated to caring for the sick was given a beautiful statue of Mary. They decided to name it Virgen del Buen Suceso, which means Our Lady of the Good Event, to honor this moment of the presentation. But the story doesn't end there. It travels all the way across the ocean to Quito in Ecuador. In the late 1500s and early 1600s, a holy nun named Mother Mariana de Jesus Torres lived in a monastery there. She began to receive apparitions, special visits from the Blessed Virgin Mary. Mary appeared to her under the title of Our Lady of the Good Event. In these apparitions, Mary gave Mother Mariana messages of hope and prayer for the future. She spoke of difficult times that would come for the Church and the world hundreds of years later, in the 20th century. She warned of confusion and challenges to the faith. But she also made a promise. She promised that even in the darkest times, God's light would never fade, and that she, as our mother, would always protect those who trust in her Son, Jesus. Our Lady of the Good Event asked for a statue to be made exactly as she appeared to Mother Mariana. This statue holds the baby Jesus in one arm and a bishop's crozier and keys in the other, showing her role as a guide and protector of the Church. It is a powerful reminder that Mary is our Queen and Mother watching over us. One of the most amazing prophecies Our Lady of the Good Event gave to Mother Mariana was about the Pope. She said that the dogma of papal infallibility would be declared by the same Pope who would proclaim the dogma of her Immaculate Conception. And guess what? Hundreds of years later, in the 1800s, Pope Pius IX did exactly that. It's an incredible sign of the truth of these messages. Mother Mariana lived a very holy life, and after she passed away, something miraculous was discovered. When her tomb was opened in 1906, her body was found to be incorrupt, meaning it had not decayed, which is often seen as a sign of great holiness. The Church is now even looking into whether she should be officially named a saint. Today, the beautiful statue of Our Lady of the Good Event is treasured in Quito, Ecuador. People from all over the world come to pray before her, asking for her help and remembering her promise of hope. She is a powerful symbol that no matter how challenging things get, faith, hope, and trust in God's plan will always see us through. Mary continues to bring hope to the Church, just as she brought the light of the world into the temple so long ago. When we celebrate the Feast of the Presentation on February 2nd, let's remember Our Lady of the Good Event. Let's thank her for her yes to God, for her humility, and for her constant love for us. Let's ask her to help us be obedient to God's plan and to carry the light of Jesus to everyone we meet. Thank you so much for joining us today to learn about Our Lady of the Good Event. What a beautiful story of faith and hope. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to Catechism for Kids for more faith-filled stories. Take care, everyone. Stay safe and healthy as usual. Can't wait to see you next time. God bless you always.